Hey guys, this is Ashen, and welcome to HGXIV's furniture commentary for the Furniture Design Contest in 2022. We're going to be going over all of the winners and discuss what we personally like and what we kind of think we can make with these items. And also, is it indoor or outdoor? That was a bit confusing as well. So, joining us today is Dividus and Ellie.
Hey, it's Steve.
Hey, it's Ellie, and we hope that this new format is going to be fun for you to watch, and let us know if it's something you'd like to see more of in the future.
All right, let's go.
First off, I'm very surprised how they actually went for so many winners. It's like 153 winners is
It's a huge
actually
amount.
insane. Like if you I don't know how much in comparison 2020 was, but the fact that they still haven't even done half of the furniture items in game that they they didn't say they will do every single one of them, of course, but over the course of the past 2 years, they added them in smaller patches, in between patches, like in 0.05 patches, for example, as well. So I'm hoping that we don't have to wait 10 years to actually get all of this stuff, because
Yeah.
yes, some of it is just like changing up the game for the way we built in this game, from small things like a pillar here and there, to just an entirely new partition that will change how we think about how go on about housing to begin with.
Well, that's good that you bring that up because I don't know if you two noticed it, which I'm sure you do because I think just like me, you guys like sit in item preview and look at every tiny little
Oh yeah.
thing on there. I noticed a lot of this stuff. We are just truly blessed in 2023 because compared to 2019, I'd say housing was obviously popular, but nowadays people are more clued in to what you can make out of things. And I feel looking at a lot of this stuff, people took that into notice. You can definitely see it like on the backs, on the sides, and
Mhm.
on the tops of things.
Yeah, I agree. I think as we look through these, we'll notice a lot of them are designed with multi-purpose in mind, and it kind of makes me feel like the community in general is thinking of things in more of an abstract way instead of just their literal design purpose, which is really fun for us.
And even if you don't use them like in an abstract sense, there's some stuff like we will see in just a sec when we go over the first few items. But there's stuff that is a single item, but it's heavily cluttered, heavily detailed, because everyone's aware that item slots are eating up a shit ton of space. So having an item or like a shelf which is already cluttered up beforehand, so you don't have to do it yourself, is a great alternative for the people who don't want to go into overly abstract territory. So having a shelf which is actually filled instead of empty, without having to sacrifice all of the item slots to decorate all of that, that is very handy. And I've seen a
100%.
lot of that as well this time around. And just every bit and piece has like potential individually. We'll see how it goes. Like I can already see, for example, down there in the what was it, the Japanese one, the shelf there. I saw that immediately there. This one, I saw so much potential. I know how I'm gonna take this shelf, I'm gonna float it into the floor and into a corner, so I have the little crates there, the two crates next to each other. Um,
Oh, the
so I
crates
have
are
like,
awesome.
yeah, I have like, the current crates are like bigger, and I feel like those are a bit smaller, so it could add some variety to cluttering the space up and storage.
You can see the potential with a lot of these for like wall items, upper cabinets, crates. Who knows? Maybe even some of those lines on the back of it stick out and you can isolate things. I love poking things into walls, so
Yeah. Or like make an entire wall out of that shelf, the backside of it. This is what we did from the beginning of housing back in when we created this 2008, 17, 18, when we started doing housing really. We already did use the back of a shelf as an actual wood texture on the walls. So I can just see the entire thing repeating itself. It's gonna be a staple in the community to just use the backside of an item to make a wall.
alright, let's look at this petition.
So yeah, this one is just like, obviously we've seen a few hobbit holes kind of places recently, right? Like at least the kind of style for the door, the round shape, or like making windows out of that is very, very good. Like they gave us round windows, but I think there is like a huge lack of round doors. Clearly that was the intention of it, just having like this little breakup in between places. I always think of the hobbit hole like from Lord of the Rings,
Me
obviously,
too.
like
Yeah.
It's just a very clear transition from one room to the other. If you don't want to use this as a fake or actual door, if you don't want to place it as the actual backdrop, you can just use it in the middle of the room to just break up the space a little. And since it's just a white big circle, it's still easy to look into the next room and feel like there's like a little immersive feeling of going through the rooms. Like, let's say you go to the left, to the right, and then it's coming back full circle like it does with Lord of the Rings. I like that a lot. I'm a huge fan of that. There's potential for this, like, in every kind of way. Like, using the sides of it as pillars, for example, I can totally see me doing that already. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to have a matching window with this, honestly.
Well, actually, I prefer the window most of all. When I see that, I see an attic. I see the perfect attic window.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. You're right. Yeah. It just depends how you want to use it. I like to use the sun rays you get from the actual windows a lot in game.
Yeah.
But we just don't have any circular windows right now.
Really
We just
don't.
have the square ones, and I know that people look past it kind of, but I just hate seeing like the square shape showing through the wall when the sunrise actually happen because of Square Enix's absolutely abysmal way of texturing and actually modeling the way that the sunrays work. Like, it's just annoying X shape that is just a flat texture that stretches. I maybe with the graphics update they fix it, but I think they should make a window which is similar to this.
I keep looking at this and just thinking of a tunnel, like a bunch of them. Like, I don't know who would do, like, I don't know a tunnel to where, but what if people just lined them up and made
Back
a
to
tunnel?
back.
It'd be
I
kind
would
of cool.
totally.
You could probably like curve them and angle them around and make a little tunnel. I don't know where the tunnel goes, but that's all I can think of.
I could see like a sewer. Like, this is me already thinking
A
about like some
sewer?
kind of like yeah. I can totally see like level design aspect right now. Like, if you dye it black, you don't see the black little wood texture anyways,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So if you have a very dark lighting and a very cool setting, you can make a sewer pipe where someone lives in. Just an example, like I remember, was the Laura who built like a cool sewer. I can totally see how there could be like something like a pipe, drain pipe. I know in America
Yeah.
you have like those giant like drain thingies you can sewer pipes you can just go through. Never seen this in Europe, but like I know they exist. So I'd like to see something like that. I'm very looking forward to what people can come up with, but this has potential for sure.
Yeah, definitely
sure.
a cool piece.
I really like it. I hope we get this soon. Do you want to look at this green hill thing?
Yeah, I'd like to look at it.
This is one of
Like-
the first items that I mean, obviously it's at the top of the list, but it's one of the first items that I was like, oh, this is my wish list. I want this. Only because like our yards are so flat, right? They're just so
Yeah, I hate it
flat.
so much.
And I
There's
just
just-
wish we had some sort of like terraforming,
Mm-hmm.
but that's obviously super complicated. But this kind of solves that issue. And not only that, it looks like scale-wise, based on the descriptor in the corner, that it's going to be pretty big. And I know we're getting a slot increase in 7 point, who knows whenever, but yard space is just like something that I like, really full yards, and but I also like really natural looking yards. So for me, it's something that's got a lot of greenery, rocks, grass, that's huge, takes up space, is right up my alley.
I'm a huge fan of like creating very different heights and stuff in games where I actually am allowed to terraform, right?
Yeah.
I know, for example, I'm a huge fan of while Genshin's, for example, housing system is extremely limited. They have stuff that are like floating islands, kind of, and you can place them on a y-axis and a z-axis. And you can move them around, and it's the exact same shape as this. It's like slightly circular, but still square. So I can totally see this being put into like the little gap in between the small house and the fence of it, you know? I can see it there perfectly, and then you add a tree, bam, you have like a very nice, very detailed place while using 2 item slots only.
Yeah,
I think
easy.
this is, as we mentioned before, this is something that we'll see time and time again in this contest. People make overly detailed items that are just a single thing. And this is just amazing, like the detail on the different heights on the stone. It's not just a flat texture, it's actually good looking. There's foliage on top, foliage at the bottom. The steps are very immersive. I'd like to see more terraforming options like this. I hope this is not
100%.
the only item that is gonna look like this. I think we would need some even bigger bowls would be great already. Stuff like this. Maybe fitting for each district too. Like have like for example sandstone.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Maybe more reddish stone for Ul'dah, where it's a bit more with like cacti and stuff, and then have a variety where you, for example, have Ishgard would be slightly more gray stone, and maybe snowy. We don't have many snow-themed items. Decorating Ishgard gardens isn't that easy.
And also, too, we're gonna get more slots. Well, slots at all of the Island Sanctuary. So this would be something.
I completely
cool to
forgot
put.
about this. Yeah, you're right.
So
Oh, I
it'd be
forgot about
something cool to
Island
add to that as well for people that maybe don't have a house or don't have a yard yet. But this is something that would look pretty neat in that setting too, I think.
I just want to say that I love a chicken coop. There's not much to it, but I want animals in my garden, just like going around the plot. Just or like let me place a minion like they do for the island sanctuary. I want to do that and place a little chicken coop. Do we have a chicken?
We have a
here?
green chicken.
Yeah, we
Well,
have and Kaido.
And
He's
Kido,
Gilgamesh's.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the chicken coop. Very cute, very impractical. I don't think I'm using it anytime soon. But
I'm gonna use it for sure. I just think it just adds something like self-sustaining with like a little egg
Well,
day.
listen, can you phase into it? Can a Lala fit in it?
Anyways, moving on to the next item.
Hey,
Oh, dude, the
Oh.
engineer table.
this is so cool. I love it. When I saw it, I know obviously it's like, oh, like an engineer, like I'm gonna craft some things, but I look at it as I've been wanting to do an art studio for a long time.
Mhm.
And that is just perfect for what I wanted. I wanted kind of like an easel stand, like a stand-up desk. I love it, and I wonder, does it have different forms, like kind of lower and higher? So will it be interactable?
Oh, it does. It doesn't seem that way. Like it seems like it's the same angle in every screenshot that I posted. I'm not quite
Okay.
sure what's the good question, but it's definitely a standing desk, which is really cool. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use that crank on the side, and I'm gonna use the feet as steel beams in the ceiling. That's all I know right now. I just really like blueprint tables by themselves, but I'm already going for the how am I gonna use the other parts of this in the most efficient way. This looks amazing, but I really like blueprint stuff. I wish we would have like a blueprint paper, just like that thing as a separate
Oh,
tabletop item.
yeah.
Like a wall
That'd be
item,
really-
yeah.
Yeah, either a wall item
Or
or
like a table mat.
yeah, like a table mat. That would be really cool. Like a tabletop, like a like you see it in the what's it called? In the submarine, the workshop. There's like also this pin wall you have there.
Oh, like
I
the
like-
schematic table, yeah.
Yeah, so basically you take this and put it on a wall. That would be really cool. But this design, absolutely stunning. Very, very real, because this is how those engineering tables look like in real life as well. Big fan.
Yeah, love it.
What's a Is that a sewing machine?
It is a sewing machine.
This is the whole table, right? Like that's it, like the full
Yeah,
setup
yeah,
you have.
yeah.
So it's built in. I would prefer this would be like a. How to say? I'm sorry, my male ass is showing right now, but I have no idea how sewing machines usually look like. But I know I know my mom has like a standing one, which is just that machine part. But is it common to have it built into a table?
I think all the
Um,
ones.
Older ones, yeah.
Those old
Yeah.
singers had like the whole table thing going on.
I watched this woman, her name is like Bernadette
I know
something.
who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she had like a dream seamstress like aesthetic. And I believe she has something very similar to this. She's got like a massive drafting table with the sewer in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know the proper terms.
I like to have this as like Weaver crafting stations have been neglected for the longest time.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have this as like a Weaver alternative. Maybe make it interactable, make it a bit immersive, so you actually go up to it and you get a little buff and up to what was it, level 50 for XP. I don't even remember what it did honestly for crafting stations. I just use it for decoration.
When I look at this, I see all of that gold, and I really love gold fixtures. And I see myself finding a way to just use the drawers and I guess maybe a part of the top and maybe a way to like stack it together
the
and to
stack would be
hide the
great.
rest.
Could make a cupboard out of it even if you stack
Yeah.
multiple. As you can see, we're already going, like, we will not, like, the first thing on our mind is always, how are we not gonna use this as the intended purpose? Like, this is a theme that's gonna stick around for every single furniture piece, and I apologize, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah, in a good way. You know,
Yeah,
you made
it's the best way.
something, and it's great if it's like a versatile like piece.
I feel
Yeah.
like we'll also end up seeing it on like a kitchen bench somewhere as like a stand mixer with a bowl underneath it.
Exactly. That's what I'm. That was my second suggestion. Like, yeah, you can put like that parfait. You know, because it has that
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
bowl.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
What about the Oasis looking thing?
Oh yeah, let's look at it. Is that indoor or is it outdoor?
Okay, that is the question.
I don't care which it is, but it just looks amazing. I love it so much.
I'm hoping it's indoor because I would love this to be indoors.
Really? I was kind of the opposite. I mean,
Yeah, same.
I love it indoor too, but I was kind of hoping it's outdoor just because I love this, like the palms and stuff, and I feel like we don't have much of it. We have those super tall palms, but they're so small. They don't take up much space, and so
Yeah.
especially I feel like goblet houses just need more love in general, and this would just look so pretty there.
We like posh goblet stuff. You know,
Right.
the goblet is supposed to be like this very rich, old down merchant kind of place. If like an oasis, it's supposed to be like that. So having something that actually reflects the status would be very fitting. So having a few of them would be amazing outdoors instead of indoors. And I just feel like the plants fit more outdoors as well.
Well, when I look at the size, you know, it has the two characters there. This looks surprisingly small.
It
I'm-
does.
Yeah, true. I think it should be like on a bigger scale. But we'll have to see. I was just considering that the like little ponds around the goblet and stuff were also very big, but they also had lilies and the flowers on them, so they could just
Yeah.
copy paste the assets they already have.
They need to add the fictus.
The what?
Oh, the fictus. Yeah, that's
Oh,
there,
I know.
there's
I
the
hate
thick
that. I know
cactus.
what you
Yeah,
mean. I hate that.
yeah. If you,
If you know, you know.
oh, I want to talk about the pool.
Oh, we can talk about
This
the
one?
pool. Yeah.
This is obviously just an exterior item. It's just a kiddie pool. Like there's nothing to it, but I don't know why you would fish in there, because what are you gonna try to do? I don't know what the
Well-
purpose of is.
But look, they showed that you can connect it and have your little buddies fish too.
That's true. So this will be good for like the exterior of like an aquarium, for example.
Oh yeah, like those aquarium venues.
I'm a huge fan of those.
Yeah,
they
that's
added
so cool.
they added a few aquarium themed stuff in here that I really like, and I think those people would very appreciate. The bed.
The bed.
The bed. When I said I was talking about my wish list earlier, this was another one that was at the top. It is crazy.
We didn't have a very posh, very high, like expensive looking bed in a while, I think. We
Yeah.
have like very wacky stuff, very interesting stuff, but nothing that really carries home that very expensive feeling. We got the Rasatan themed, or like rather Fafnir themed stuff and beds
Yeah.
as well, but they're just like very basic. This is more. We need more beds like that are very huge, like that, like king size beds.
The drapery is just gorgeous. I can't wait to see what that looks like in game.
Yeah, I was wondering how it, like, at first I was wondering if the dice are gonna work, because like in the bottom you have when a dice blue, there's also a green, what's it called? Like the mattresses die differently as well, and the blankets. I think they will streamline it a bit more, but I just hope they keep a very similar level of detail to the other Fafnir stuff I have, so it fits in. It already fits in perfectly like that. But I think Square Enix would have to make some sacrifices when it comes to texture there, because it's already so detailed.
I wonder what it looks like underneath.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering
Oh.
how much of the drapes
Would
cover
hang.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Use it as a curtain.
Yeah, you could. This would be really cute in a window, even like the sides, where that purple drape is like hanging down. That would be cool for the top of a window frame.
Or even the wood art there down there at the bottom of it. That would be cool if you use the top of it, just like in a window or something, just like a little bit of decoration. I want like those round pillar-shaped pillows. What are they called?
I know what you
Forgot-
mean. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know the term.
The round pillows. I would like to have those as separate items as well.
I wonder if you can bring it from the floor below, you can make like a fancy looking tablecloth.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Well, what matters the most is will it bed meta?
True.
I mean, bed meta is dead. Doesn't matter. We use Eastern or
pawns.
pawns. Yeah, the
Ooh,
bed
we're
meta
not
is
all
dead.
rich.
Yeah, Div.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I, oh, I
Oh,
really
oh,
like
oh.
the garden stones. Or which one do you want to talk about, Ashen?
I want to talk about the stairs. Gorgeous. I love it. I just love steps in general. And I think this fits a lot of housing aesthetics because everyone loves to build like a greenhouse.
Mhm.
And it looks like, are there, okay, so the one on the bottom right, is that looking at it from below?
Not from the top, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. You'd fall off. It was like round
Yeah.
logs on the top.
Like you see the little green, yellow and red flowers, and you see them only on the top side. Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
top view.
What I see myself making with this is turning it around and having the top stuff stick out and make it like on a mantelpiece or something like that.
Oh, I totally see that. Yeah. It's such a cool idea. I like that a lot. Right.
Okay.
Mahjong table.
Are they going to be able to play this in houses, kind of like the triple triad table?
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I would have liked it more if they just gave us a pure table of it instead, like like the top part of the game board, because like obviously like in the goals and stuff you don't have a kotatsu as well. But yeah, this is something that, I don't know many Mahjong players myself, but maybe this is something for people to get into it, that if it's just out of the comfort of your own house instead of going to a gold's house like that.
Yeah, I don't play it, but my FC mates do, so I could see them going crazy for something like this.
Yeah. Moving
All
on.
right.
Okay, big hanger, big
You
hanger.
want to skip over this one, right, Div?
Yeah, definitely. Fuck that shit. No, I want to talk about this. So, I have too many thoughts about this, and I'm gonna try to condense them into my absolute love for this piece. Like, I love technical, mechanical stuff like this, and this was like, I saw this and I was so excited because I could use the top part, I could use the sidebar, I could use the ladder, I could use the terminal there. Or like, you see, like, there's like a little door, so it's like an elevator, like, it's like, and then like it goes down and up and stuff like that. I'm so excited for this, but considering this is supposed to be for the Magitek Reaper, it's just an outside item, isn't it?
I was gonna say that. I was like, do I break your heart and say that I think it's probably gonna be
Yeah.
outside? But maybe they're just using it for scale only. Maybe it's not.
Like, it's supposed to be for the Reaper, like specifically for that.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how to like, it seems like it's just the size of a partition, right? And please, if I'm gonna ask Muna later maybe to just translate it to me and tell me if it's actually outside or inside, because I really want to see whether or not this is actually an interior or exterior item. If it's interior, if everything will change for me. I will never build a Magitek thing until this comes out. If I figure out if it's an interior.
It's very cool.
I don't know. There's just like so many items there, so many pipes, so many, like, there's a grate, there's pipes, there's like bits and pieces that are just popping out of everywhere. So every millimeter of it coming through the floor, for example,
100%.
is something new entirely.
Yeah.
Man, sorry,
Here, I translated it. Ellie, if you want to.
Oh no.
Let's see.
It doesn't say.
Arrange robots, cars, and motorcycles and use it as a garage. Yeah, it's like just a refueling station / maintenance thing, but maybe it was just for size actually. I don't know.
I'm gonna hope that it's for inside because they've surprised us. They gave us like these huge, bulky, near stuff, and I'm hoping similar vein with this.
It's this Empire roleplay progress that progresses. I mean, it's good to have something very unique on the outside, but please, I beg of you, just please tell me that it's inside. Amazing, fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
we
this one's pretty.
this is so good. People made already like stuff like this in the past using the antique shells, for example, right?
Mhm.
But honestly, I would prefer having two versions of this: one with the flowers and one just with the wooden frame of it.
I kind
Yes,
of love the
exactly.
blank one that they did, and it like I know
Yeah.
they're just showing it as texture example, but I
Mhm.
kind of love that.
It's because like in when you want to make a very medieval kind of thing that has like a lot of structural support, this would be perfect for it. Or maybe like if you put this, let's say you want to make a loft, right? And you don't just want to make it very boring and it's just there floating in the air.
Mhm.
So what you would do, you take the flooring mat, float it up, and then put this under the flooring mat. So from if you look on it, if you look at it from under the loft, you see that there's structural support holding up the the
Yeah,
actual
I
wooden
love
part of
that.
the planks. And on the top, you have like a proper floor, which is like exactly how it should work in real life. So I would love to have the blank version separately. I don't think it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
I mean, it would be, I guess, not dissimilar to how they did the cracked arch window and then just the standard arch one.
A year later.
A year later, and hopefully they wouldn't do as dirty and make the plain one undieable.
God, I would hate it, but yeah, I don't know why they
So
decided to
sad.
do that for the Windows. Yeah, that is just a crime, honestly. They should fix that for
Ew,
sure.
that's cruel.
Yeah. If the wooden
Y-
beams are dieable, it says. So we'll see.
I see this being very popular because my prediction for housing this coming year is I've seen it a lot with the new bed, and people are making skylights, a
Mhm.
lot of skylights,
Yeah.
and I feel the direction is hopefully, I say it every year, hopefully more ceiling focus. So that'd be
Yeah,
great.
we need a loft which the bottom part of it is just the windows.
Oh
Just like
God, I
make it.
know.
I would like to have like a loft, and the bottom side of the bottom part of it is just a giant imitation window, just white, nothing but white and like light beams coming through. And I think people would kill for that, honestly, like including me. Uh, like putting a loft above this and have like looking up and having like this either a blue sky or just white, bright sun and stuff like that just coming through. That is like adding such a new level of immersion to it. I'd like to see
Well,
something like this.
I did notice that we're getting some of those LED light strips, and for sure
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah.
double. People are going to put 40 of them in a row and make a skylight.
I when you say people, you mean me because I'm definitely doing that. Alright, move on to the next one. That
I
far.
really quickly want to
That's
talk about this.
not
Oh,
all.
okay.
Yeah. Quickly is a word for it because man, this is the first. This is literally the first break it down we ever made for HGXIV.
I know. I just,
This is
it's so commonly used too. People do so many different variations of this, and it's
Mhm.
always slot intensive. So
Always is.
this is gonna be a big saver for people, I think.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. You don't have to put it against the wall. You don't have it. It can just be a freestanding thing.
Yeah.
I've been building with this kind of like this intent for as long as I did housing. I think all those years ago, I used some variation of this item that I remember me talking to Ashen and Rhapsody, for example, back in the day about it and how someone did it with an aquarium, and I built
Mhm.
upon that idea, and it just stuck with me all those years. And having something like this with like a big pipe up there as well, I'm thinking about a Azim Steppe / Mongolian yurt, where this is usually the centerpiece of it, and it goes all the way up into the middle of the tent, where the hole in the the ceiling is, so the smoke would go out of there.
Oh,
This
I
is
see.
Yeah, this is something that we needed for a while and we just didn't get. And funnily enough, when I did my design for my entry for this contest, I almost did the exact same shape. Even the door shape, the framing, I did that and scrapped that because I'm shit at drawing. But this person fucking realized my dream, and I'll kiss him for it, honestly.
Well, just as a side note too, you mentioned you felt like you were kind of crappy at drawing,
Mhm.
and that's something we heard a lot in HGXIV, that people were too afraid to submit because they felt like they couldn't draw. But I was really pleasantly surprised at the range of skill level that some of the winners have. So hopefully if there's another contest 4 years or so down the line, that'll encourage more people to submit to.
We'll see further down. There's gonna be an extremely simple item that we'll see. And I interacted with the creator of it on Twitter. Well, I'll talk about it when we get there.
Let's see this bed. I love day beds.
So, this is more like a... Explain it to me. So, is this more like a dorm? What is a day bed exactly? Like, I'm stupid. I don't know what it is.
It is a kind of multi-function thing. You can both sit on it like a sofa, and you can also sleep on it. It's not quite a futon. This is a built-in. Obviously, it has like the shelves and stuff like that. But it's just called a day bed because you're not supposed to just sleep there for the night.
I like the lore bit they added with the Gridanian carpenter skill. That's really cool. I'm a huge fan of stuff like that. It's very modern. That's what I'm gonna say about it. Like, I think when I look at it, I think more as a dormitory / children's bed, honestly. And
Yeah.
we don't really have any very small and oh god, how would you say that actually? Hang on before I continue.
You're single bed. We don't have many single beds, is what you're saying?
We do have some single beds in this game, but they're always very wide.
Yeah.
So 2 people could always fit on that, but this looks very one-person-esque.
So yeah, it's like a dorm.
Yeah, like a dorm, exactly. That's what I was saying, like,
I often build day beds. I think I build them for I guess a commission wise. I do it basically every commission. I'll do a day bed. I think they're just easy to do. You can tuck this into a nook. You can tuck this into surround it with some walls, and it doesn't have to stick out horribly. And it's built for that. You can tell.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I think that's very item. Well, not item. I think it's very slot conscious in terms of size. So your bed's not completely sticking out. You can add more space to do like other activities.
I'm trying to. Oh god. I'm trying to think about other uses for this, but I don't think there are many. Like, it's a simple item. The back of it, of course, just a blank wood surface, but depends on the texture of it, how it's gonna be used.
I think it's nice that it's relatively untextured. That way you can use it as is if you wanted like a clean, modern look and be slot conscious. Or you could add extra wooden trim and details to make it more ornate. And you could really kind of customize it to fit the theme of your build. But it's relatively neutral, so I think you'll see it used by a lot of people.
I could make a howdy door out of this.
A howdy door, like a saloon?
Yeah, it's saloon door. I think that was one of the first things I said on podcast, that I like howdy doors because I couldn't think of the word saloon door.
I was thinking that too because of the side it kind of shapes, but I
It's
think
too
the
big, I
pillows
think.
would stick out. Yeah.
Either that or the sides are just too big. We have all other alternatives though right now, so.
I think Ellie's right though that it's a lot more neutral. You can add your own details because when I look at it, what's popular right now is this sort of style bed, and people put the those, what are they, like the cloth baskets underneath. You can just fit those in there and it'll look okay. It'll look natural.
That's true.
100%.
Especially next to the little stairs there. Nice. This is the item I was talking about earlier. So we were talking about earlier how there's a huge variety in art skill involved in this, and this person got everything they wanted across, and I love him for it. So I interacted with them on Twitter, obviously limited to our Google Translate kind of situation, but the designers just like they wanted just an immersive little, like there's like a random cloth, a few hanging bags, a rope, and having that in a build adds so much detail and level to it. I'm just absolutely in love with it because I can use multiple of them, stacked up next to each other, so it's covering a wider area.
Yeah.
But just having this little like a bit makeshift kind of feeling to it. For example, if you would have just a wild like thing that I immediately I think of is a fishery. if you have a fishery, you can totally see how there's just like those things going across with like little sacks of something in it, like cloth for whatever use, and the ropes for obvious use, and like boats and whatever you need. It is so blank and so easy that you can put it in any lore-heavy immersive build, and it's never gonna look out of place, no matter what it is supposed to be.
Well, I was gonna ask, like I can tell that it's a rope and that's a cloth, but what's the hanging? Are
So-
those stones or of garlic?
I thought those, like no, those I think those are just like little bags, just little
okay.
bags. I mean,
Cute.
at first I thought it's garlic, like that's what that was my initial thought, because I wasn't quite sure.
I thought it was garlic cloves as well.
Or like the things we have for the herbs, the hanging herbs.
Oh,
Right.
So-
pouches,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, like that. Little pouches. I think that's the best guess there. But yeah, again, it's simple, but it shows you that this person's just doing it in paint, right? Oh, like that's my educated guess at it's paint. And you don't need to be an artist to take part in this kind of contest. So don't hesitate in case you want to participate in this kind of contest to actually,
Definitely.
just go for it. Just go for it.
So I had a thought too. I like using that stuffed marlin to hang lanterns and things off of that rope detail with the hooks. But it's kind of
Oh.
a bummer to hide the rest of it because of its orientation.
Mm-hmm.
So I sort of wonder what this would be like to use the rope detail on this to hang lanterns instead. And if this goes into the game as it looks in the picture, the other end might be a really cool door handle.
Yes, I was looking at that
yeah,
too.
you're right. Now that you say that, yeah. Oh man, the hanging light thing is like a huge thing for me now. Like if I see like
Yeah,
on the top, if you just have the lift part that up all the way up to the cloth,
Yeah.
like out of the wall, and then under that's the lamp. Oh, that is
Yeah,
huge.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really
piece.
nice.
I definitely like items that this set don't have maybe like a specific function other than just being clutter.
Just give me
Just
yeah, just give me
add
random
immersion.
clutter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely cool.
Give me like a rope. Like I don't need much. I just need a piece of rope like
And
coiled
some
up on the wall.
dust.
Yeah, just dude, if they give me dust as like a like a floor mat or like a carpet, I would lose it. It's as simple as that. I don't ask for much.
Simple man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the studio thing?
Oh, this.
Oh, the white
Yeah.
screen, yeah.
Yeah, so people made amazing photo studios for their GPOs stuff, or for example, if you want to make reference sheets for art commissions and stuff. But we were kind of lacking like a continuation of it, so it just ended there. So this is not complicated at all. It's just a blank white piece that is connecting to the existing blank walls. I don't know, there's not much to say to it except quality of life, right?
I think it's great. And I think this is another one of those items that you can kind of tell people designed it with maybe dual purpose since the bottom is decorative as well.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I really like that people are thinking about versatility when doing some of these.
Exactly. Like I didn't honestly until you said it, for some reason I just didn't notice a pattern. But it looks amazing. I'm gonna use this in the ceiling somewhere.
It's really pretty.
So I was wondering about this. I don't often use the white screen for its purpose. I use it,
The wood parts for sure.
yeah, I use the wood, or I, have it just the top portion sticking out. But I was wondering, I do remember standing on it, and I feel like my feet kind of sunk in a little bit
Yeah,
because,
the model
well,
isn't great.
yeah, well, what I like to do is have different flooring options for rooms without having to use a whole entire hanging bookshelf or a flooring mat. And if I could just have like a really nice, clean floor, because the
Mhm.
walls, they blend together really well. And if
That's
the
true.
floor will blend together really well, you could have, a nice, modern, clean looking floor.
You
But
wanna
are you going to sink through it?
You can dye those walls as well. So, what I was thinking, for example, if you wanted to make something up in the sky, for example, you just make like a little grid, maybe using the wood thing we saw earlier, with the plants on top of it, with the wooden beams. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
If you put it on top of this and you just dye it blue, for example, and you have like a nice blue light coming from the bottom, you could totally make like something up in the sky.
Oh, I love that idea.
So it's basically a concept that people already used using the vertical partitions, and just turning it around. Man, if they would give us with a white bottom, the white part at the bottom, and make a diable, I would die. Like, this would be the perfect thing ever. They should do that. Now that I think about that.
What about this gate? Is that outdoor, I believe?
Yeah, it's like the current gate we have, the Ishgardian gate, but but just the same thing. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I
So-
think that's cool. I was really excited when they added the current gate in. 'Cause we
Mhm.
didn't really have anything like that yet.
But just didn't have any walls to connect it to, which is
Yeah, I mean, they look pretty good with like the half timbered walls, and probably a lot of the ones in Empyrean because they have that same blue trim and the spike detailing. This one looks like it would be really good with the florist walls, and if they keep adding gates to match like other district themes or some of the other exteriors we have in the game, I think that's really cool.
yeah, same. The curved path is cool. I like
Indoor
that.
or outdoor?
I would love this indoor or outdoor.
This is outdoor.
It has to be.
It has to be outdoor. But like, I love this. This is like a very nice little footpath. It's very simple, but the fact that it's not straight is the best part about it.
Yeah.
All of my houses, I say all of my houses like I have hundreds, but my FC and my personal are both like the straight on entrance, and I know a lot of
Mhm.
people like that. I personally hate it. I don't like how perfectly straight the walkway is, just because I love the idea of kind of like wandering through the yard to get the front door. So even if it has just like this slight curve, it just feels, I don't know how to word it without saying it feels cool, which sounds so lame.
It feels more. It feels more dynamic. Dynamic is the best word I think.
Yeah.
I remember doing this with gravel paths, but gravel paths
Mhm.
being just square like blobs is just a bit annoying. But the only issue I see with this is that since it's a rather long path as an item, and there's only a slight curve in it. If you repeat that too many times, if you want to create a path to a large house, it's gonna be a bit repetitive. But if we can make a square fucking gravel plot work, we can make this work. And
Yeah.
the creator of this is just like, their brain is so massive. I love it so much. They have a good eye for creating something. For a small house, I think this is the best thing we could have ever gotten. Like, this is the best garden item for a small house, in my opinion. Oh, I like the aquarium. I really like this aquarium. This is insane.
I
don't-
think this is gorgeous. It's very
so
thematic.
Yeah.
It's a very great centerpiece to, instead of having like a big open space and putting everything on the wall, having this in the center of the room to like walk through would be amazing. Like, as I mentioned before, the aquarium people are going nuts probably over this, and I really hope they add it. I don't know if you can put, like, I hope you can put fish into it.
It doesn't say, and it doesn't show. It just has that centerpiece right there.
Maybe the black tadpole looking things represent fish that could go in there. Maybe?
Oh, true, but
Oh, true, yeah. Well, I was wondering, like, if it's like interactable fish, like fish you actually fish up, or like if it's like static stuff like the koi's in the pond.
either way, I
wonder.
think this is cool, and I wonder if you could stack them and you can make like pillars.
Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, man, you can make a very tall aquarium out of this. And then I thought back, we have this in Berlin actually. There's a giant hotel
Was this the one that burst
that exploded.
recently?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into this after. So this is what it looks like, and this was my first thought when it came to this, because it's a really cool centerpiece for a big atrium. It's really cool. Sadly, this bursted and exploded and killed all of the fish inside
Oh, no.
a few months
Poor
ago.
fishies.
Yeah, it was like a lot of tropical fish. I like this a lot, but I hope that the Final Fantasy ones are a bit more sturdy.
Oh my god.
Could we go back up a tiny? Where you're at was fine. That table with the tarot cards. I love this. People constantly want to make like fortune teller builds and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
true.
Let's see. What do we have here? We have a candle. I love candles. They have a quill. I love quills. They have little gems. I love gems.
They have a table. I love tables.
Yeah, they have a tablecloth.
True. Obviously, in that last house that I did in my personal, I did a bunch of candles. This would have been really handy to have to be able to just use one item to kind of isolate a candle instead of using 5.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
bad. Like, it's a missed opportunity. We only have like the one brass picket thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just like nothing compared to it. It's just like the honk shoe kind of like
Honk, me, 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 me.
yeah, honk shoe, like that kind of like you know when I was telling you, Ashen, that this is your like setup when you go to bed. It's like the little sleeping hat, and then when
Yeah.
you want to go to bathroom at the night, you like have this candle, and like it even has the little handle thing to it. So
It's
you pick.
perfect. What? A CP?
It's the exact same item, right? Like that's 1-to-1 the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Oh, we
So-
can talk. We can talk about the tea thing.
Yeah, that's the one I mentioned. That really stood out to me in the when we were talking about it on the Fried Radio podcast. I was thinking about the ways to put this to use somewhere else, right? And I looked at it and I like the front part with the little display down there in the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really want to use this in like an apothecary setting, or like any like stack
Yeah.
them on top of each other. And I think Ashen mentioned this. She said, "Where was it you said that was like you could make like a vending machine out of it."
Yeah, you totally could because you have that glass already, which I hope they keep the glass, honestly.
Yeah, I hope. Well, it's not gonna reflect like that. Depends. So far, the glass part has been rather transparent when it comes to normal furniture that isn't an aquarium, I guess.
I know, but we don't have too many cabinets with glass
Yeah, that's
front
true.
faces.
Yeah, that's all everything I wanted to say for this one. It's just the small portion down there. It's
You
really
know,
good.
now that I look at it, and I know it's supposed to be for like a tea thing, but I was thinking I love boutiques. And it would be so cute if someone did like a makeup counter with that.
Oh, it could be a makeup counter. It looks like the testers.
It does.
Oh, you're right. Like just like hide the bottom part and the jars up there, so you just have the little palette thing.
Yeah.
You could even keep the jars like lotion or something.
Looks like candy to me.
It
I think it's
does.
supposed-
That's what I thought it was actually.
Yeah, in the beginning, because like we have like this at the place I was doing my when I was still studying in Berlin, I had like we had this Turkish sweet shop and they had everything and it looked exactly like this. I could get every single fucking sweet in the entirety of Europe in that shop. I feel like it was so good.
Yeah, I feel people will be able to use this item for many uses
Bunch of
besides
stuff.
just tea.
Yeah.
Even the panel on the side is really pretty.
Yeah, the decoration, right? You can use it in so many places. I'm very excited to see. Want to move on to the next one? Like
Sure.
the partition. Yeah. So that's the partition. I'm like in the beginning when we were talking about it as well. I really thought this is not gonna work for me for Windows, but after like talking to Ashen and to you, I was like, man, you could use those for Windows for the typical medieval Windows with the
Yeah.
diagonal lines.
Totally, yeah, and you can dye it, hopefully.
That's
Oh my
what I was
god.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I really hope it's dyeable.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my only issue really with the factory petition. It's been used so often for like those medieval walls and also like old Da type stuff and whatever, but it's not dyeable, so you're kind of locked into that kind of color palette, and I just wish we could change
Yeah.
it.
This one's like again, it's just like my only issue is that it's like the wooden parts, the diagonal lines are too thick for small windows, but for
Sure.
big windows, I think it's gonna work. This one's like I think this is a game changer for me though because I wanted to build a yurt for the youngest for the longest time even, and we didn't have the diagonal shape at all except the factory partitions. And they had like the other lines going through them every now and then, and you can tell it's the rust and stuff like that. But this is perfect for those like yurt structures, like Mongolian tents and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited to put those two. Like combining the wood burner we had and this is already gonna change it immediately for me. I'm so excited to build like Mongolian tents and yurts.
Man, I look at this and I'm just like, this is going to be perfect for my grandma's sofa. And
Yeah.
I'm going to have my country wicker chairs.
It's gonna be great for them, yeah. I can see this as the back of it like a couch as well.
Yeah. Oh, how about the sofa? Because to be honest, I'm excited for that sofa.
Me
Yeah.
too.
The custom sofas people make are already amazing, but we just don't have like a normal one, right? So you always need to glitch a million small things into it to make it look
Right.
good. I like it, but it's just a simple sofa. But personally, I would like to have more materials to a sofa than one single thing. I don't know, that's
Yeah.
a personal preference, I guess.
Well, I mean, for myself, I use the Manor sofa a lot and I use it as is. And if you look at the wood on it, it's so old, the texture.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Yeah.
rubber. It just is terrible. So I know I'm okay using that. The way this is because it has arms. You can put some pillows in there. Hopefully it dies well.
You can still add the wood yourself, I guess,
hope
if
so,
you're
yeah.
thinking about it, yeah. Like small, like the back of like a painting or something.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
I think it's just like this is like again another this dies very well candidate. Just simple one color. Watch the wood parts at the bottom die, but not the blue sofa itself.
Oh my god, that would be so toxic.
That would be so rude.
I just like more normie furniture. We only have that one leather sofa so far. And that one,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the old designs of the older sofas, but just them not being dyeable makes them so much more limiting. So, and that one
Yeah.
looks like a crab. I can't unsee a crab.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
The South Seas.
Yeah.
Now that you mention that, I don't know, like the sofa that they released died to me the moment we made the casting couch image
Oh,
on
God.
HGXIV a few
Oh
years
my
ago.
god.
I still love it to this day, but since then I've not been able to see it as anything else. Please include the
Oh,
image of it.
Oh my god,
This
Ellie.
video is gonna come with an R rating.
Good.
Okay.
Man, this bad. Like this was brought to our attention. I did not pay this a single mind before it was pointed out to me, and then I fucking lost.
It's very cool.
Because the bed itself is already amazing, and we noticed how big it is if you put the Viera Boy next to it. Really,
Oh yeah, huge.
it's really huge. But just the fact that it didn't really occur to me that we just get a fucking indoor tray, and we've been wanting this for years now.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about the back of it.
Yeah, right. Like think about the times like back in 2019 where we made or like where I made that one Raktika thing.
Yeah.
And I had to rely on those logs.
Stacking the
and
log
how-
tables.
Yeah, and you couldn't really consistently do that well on a flat surface because the minimum height
Mhm.
float requirement. But now, holy shit, this is like an actual natural looking shape as well. So, and the glowing parts on the mushrooms and the little bugs that glow in the dark, and the moths there and the light inside above the bed. That was just so cute. I love it so much.
Is it? I can't tell from this like diagram if it's just kind of showing the layout inside, but the little section that shows the top, does that mean it's going to be an open top? Because I can't
I was wondering that
tell.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, it says top, so it's not. I guess it's open. Yeah.
Well,
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know because I hope not because when you look at it from the way that they drew it, they have all that greenery and they're
Yeah.
not showing any of it in
Yeah.
the top diagram.
Well, it could be like a Shrek house situation, right?
That's what I was thinking too.
Because like he has like a very wide, rather big stump of a tree that used to be a big tree, but it was cut off at the top.
Yeah, but we want the branches and the leaves.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean we can still use them. I guess like if you look at the Viera's height and how big it continues out, I think this is just the height of a partition. I think this is supposed like this cannot continue above the. I think they cannot make furniture that goes above a partition.
I wouldn't think so.
They never made something that goes beyond a partition. and
Span
this
two
is
floors, could you imagine?
yeah,
It's the height
I
of
don't
a
think.
large.
Sorry guys, you kind of need a large for this one. Sorry.
That's messed up.
No, but I do think it's gonna cut off at the partition height up there. I don't see them make it bigger than that because have you ever seen something like that in the game so far? Well, they could do that, but it would be just like a large exclusive thing, which
I'd be
I don't
surprised.
know. Yeah, I'd be surprised. Yeah, I like how the only thing that dies is the blanket.
Yeah, you can
That's
see it
good
down
though.
No, but imagine you could die of a tree though.
Yeah, I would like, like a birch tree, like the white trees, but that's asking too much.
Yeah, especially considering that Square Enix, if they make stuff dyeable, it's rather simple wood, and this way they can at least make it a bit more textured.
That pantry again, possibly?
Yeah, honestly, just amazing little clutter. Similar to what I submitted, as in, you just take existing stuff in the game, and you just put it all together.
Yeah.
Because we've seen like the garlic thingies hanging around, the little ham leg there, the crates, the barrels. It's all just there. They just need to put it to good use, and again, as we've seen in other furniture, clutter things up in a singular item, save item slots while still keeping it detailed.
Huge, yeah.
Amazing. And like, yeah, just having separate parts as well. Just hide the shelf itself in the wall. You only have a barrel and the garlic, or you only have the little worst kind of chain there, the sausages and the ham.
Mm-hmm.
You can just really decide what you want in there, and like you can float it through the floor as well if you just want the little sack of flour or whatever. Oh yeah, hang on, it's numbered. Number 4 bags of flour. There you go. I hope the tiny red is part of it though. Like
Yeah, tiny red approved.
yeah, just like imagine like a tiny red like occasionally spawning in and running around it or something. That'd be hilarious. And if you just want to use a specific part, just a random rat spawns in your house.
Pops out.
Oh shit, a rat.
Oh my god.
Outdoor
See.
barbecue house thing.
This was on my list of favorites.
Absolutely insane. Yeah.
It's pretty nutty. We have like the outdoor pizza grill, and we have the bricks and stuff. There's a few brick textured items. I want those textures on an actual exterior as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this could come with like maybe that is a good inspiration for them. I would love a colonial house look for a
Yeah.
house. I love the colonial style of the building, so I think this will be amazing to go with it. This is the same creator as the person who made the Magatech hangar.
Oh, okay.
This is amazing. I love like you can tell they are into some deep shit.
Yeah.
Like they are professionals most likely in their fields, because this is outstanding. Again, a singular item slot for the garden for all of this.
Yeah.
And it was mentioned, like someone mentioned it, like how people mostly chill in their gardens and not inside the house. Actually,
Even I do.
yeah, my FC does that as well. So having a place with so much seating and like this communal feeling to it, ideal. This is like the best garden item we could get in the game. I'd assume, outside of the Wisteria we will see later down the line.
Oh yeah, I love that one. But yeah, this is cool. I feel like this could look really neat if they implemented it just like this, or if they added it as like Square Enix seems to be doing a lot more of the porch style or veranda style exteriors. If this was like the porch and then they added the rest of the house to it, that would be really cool, I think.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah.
Like in the was it the blacksmith? Like they have
Yep,
the little
that
porch
one.
part there as well.
There's the cafe walls that do a little porch style thing, and now the onsen walls. I can't say the actual real name for it. I'll butcher it, but
Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, would absolutely love something like this.
Me too.
And this is not too modern either. I feel like, because like considering the stuff we got already, I think it fits in.
yeah, I think you could go either way with it.
Yeah. Should we go into the gates, because we will see a few gates. Especially this one is gonna be good for like small houses and stuff. It's very cute, very tiny.
Yeah, this one's more my style. I like it a lot.
I want to have like walls that actually fit that style, like the pillar style. I like the white, kind of like brownish brick kind of style.
That's true, because depending on how wide this gate is, it will, you want to glitch it as far or as close as possible to the edge. So I wonder if it will not look great with the way the natural pillars align.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it will look good in every kind of pillar setting. Sorry, fence setting.
Well, I did see Ellie built hers out or in, and I really like that. Like instead of right at the very border, you have to walk in a little bit and then it'll open. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It would fit really good with those new brick wall. I can't even think of what they're called. The hedges, the new hedge walls and the bricks.
Like the stone.
Yeah. It's really cute. I like it a
lot. Water fountain bed.
What is this?
So, this is so funny. Like we said, it's a protagonist bed.
Oh, true.
This is like someone living their fucking fantasy to the fullest.
It really is. It kind of reminds me of like a Nora Rappy build. Like this
Yeah.
huge palace, and in the middle is a bed.
Yeah, it's very fitting for that cell. No one's gonna use this for a bed.
It's gonna be a
Everyone's
ceiling.
gonna use everything else that comes with it.
Yeah. Oh, it looks quite tall, right, compared to the Viera right there. So if it's not cursed and it is actually floatable, you could probably float it up high enough so just the bed was used. I don't know if I'm into the waterfall myself, but the bed is really pretty. Underneath
It looks
it's
so
probably
extra.
cool.
Yeah, I want to see the bottom of it so I can see if I can use it as a ceiling. And this could be a bed meta, I think. Okay, so when I say like a bed meta in the most literal sense,
literal,
it's like so extra. It's an actual bed, but like, I'm actually a huge fan of this.
It's really pretty. I just don't do anything that's like high fantasy. I kind of want to, just because I like trying new things, but I've never done anything that's like this extreme for me.
This looks like the sleeping princess or sleeping beauty would wait for the kiss of a prince to wake her up. Does it look like that? That looks so much like it.
Hopefully it's not loud.
Yeah, I was wondering that, especially if it's bed meta and it's like the best and affordable, and it's like.
It comes with fucking rain ASMR sounds just for your sleeping experience, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, the garden shed.
Garden shed. Oh yeah, I love this one.
This has so many Easter eggs. Like you have the oh god, the storage. What was it called again?
What? Storage? What?
Oh, fuck! What was the Emmett Silk bird called? The blue one.
Oh, the starbird.
No, what's the Emmett Silk bird called? There's like this.
Oh, the shoebill.
Shoebill, thank you.
Oh, shoebill. Oh yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's like there's a shoebill. You have the Charlie and grapes. You have the Alpis flower in there. You have the concept things. I forgot the concept stones from Anamnesis.
Oh,
And you have the Namazu. What did we call Damon?
Yes, something like that. I don't know.
Along those lines, yeah. You have so many cool Easter eggs in it, and I love it so much. It's just another cluttered item for the garden that we desperately needed. And I learned the Japanese signs for garden outdoor furniture. It's the under the green box, yeah. It's like the little guy with his legs and arms spread.
Okay. I see what you mean. Like this luminous wooden decor partition.
Yeah, I think when I looked at it of the view together, I was also like, what does that say? I think like opera hall, like theater kind of entrance. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
totally.
Like that.
I like this for a lot of venues. I feel that they like those kind of modern lights, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like just like slats, but good.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it's the same on both sides. If the other side is like just the slats, that would be so nice for not having to line up 3 slats just to get a solid wall.
Oh,
that's
that'd be
true.
hot.
Yeah, I think it's just like the light part is so basically the part where the light is just like half of the width, and then the light comes through. That would be really nice. But I don't know. Maybe the back is just flat as well. We don't know.
That'd be great.
Imagine them just giving us like a flat wooden surface with no strings attached. Just that. Holy fuck, that would be
Huge.
amazing.
Yeah. While we're just on this theme of slap, I
Oh, it's-
really like this one too.
But the same person made this,
Oh, it is the same person.
right? Because it's like it says 5 to 6 centimeters
It
depth,
is, yeah,
and the
Hannah.
you have a lalafel next to it. Yeah. Very cute. Very
Yeah,
cool
I
idea.
like this a lot.
Again, slats, but better, honestly. So.
I can't believe you're hating on slats right now. They've been so useful to
Oh,
us.
they've been good. Yeah, they've been good. I'm just,
Out with the old,
they're
in
just-
with the new.
Yeah, exactly. Grow my wheat in them.
I know Div wants to talk about this tree.
I'm really excited for this one. Go ahead, Div. I know you have things to say.
Best garden item ever outside of the big outdoor barbecue place we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have big green trees.
Yeah.
At least like the size of a wisteria. People have been spamming the wisteria tree for a long time. Ever since it came out, they've been using it everywhere to have like very heavy foliage.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not very seasonal, all things considered, not even for the summer. And I don't know the life cycle of a wisteria tree, but you can have the like foliage down very swell on top of that without having the pink. This is so good. And falling leaves in general, just an amazing little effect. I like that a lot. But the fact that we finally can get just a green ass tree, no strings attached, and
Yeah.
even get like a little bit of falling leaves attached to it as well. That's the best thing you could ever get. I don't want a swing. I don't want a tree house attached to it. Just give me a fucking tree.
I'm in a great. I mean, I love the swing. I've used a few times actually, but one thing I have, and I know others have felt the same consistently, is just wanting more actual natural greenery.
I wonder, how are they going to implement this? Is it going to be 3 separate trees, or can we interact with it? Because I would love to interact with it.
If it's interactive
Oh.
or 3 separate, I would be happy. If it actually changes with seasons, I would be less happy.
Yeah, I'm
same.
worried about that. But I was thinking about my storage. Like, what if this is like super hard to get? I mean, my storage is so full of like mostly outdoor furniture because
Mine
it's such a
too.
pain to get.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, they already have an existing Wisteria spring tree, so they would have to rework an existing item, and they don't like doing that because you already placed them. So what I assume is it's all gonna be separate items, honestly.
Hopefully on the vendor.
Yeah,
that would be
I mean,
best.
same as the normal Wisteria tree, yeah. So most likely, actually.
I want to talk about this spiral stairs.
Working stairs?
Yeah,
sure-
so it looks like spiral stairs you just build yourself.
Yeah, which would be awesome. You could do them like only a couple of stairs or the whole way up, right? It would be.
Yeah, all you have to do is just smack a dance pole down and then attach these
Oh, God.
babies.
So, do you think if you actually like make the full round circle thing, do you think it's still gonna work?
Are we gonna bang our heads?
Because
I
the
don't know.
slope, the increase in height doesn't look that big. It looks like a very subtle slope up.
Yeah, and that's fine with me, honestly.
So, but if you like go all like if you put 4 of them, like going up, I don't think not even a lalafel squeezes in between before you
probably.
need. So sadly, it will not replace the awful existing spiral staircase.
Well, it's just sad. Like the spiral staircase too is such a cool idea, but I think with such great variance in heights between playable characters, it's so hard to execute correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
wish we could read the text because there's so much text on this one and it looks like they
A
have a
lot,
lot of
yeah.
instructions.
but what I'll say is this is gonna make amazing ceilings. Like imagine like a round huts or something.
You're still
Yeah.
on your yurt trend, huh?
Yeah, okay, listen, I didn't want to say it again, but maybe. You got me, okay?
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah, the heart wants what the heart wants.
True. It's cool.
What?
Adam. You don't know that song? Old saying?
Nope,
Oh,
I
you're
didn't.
so young. I'm a big fan of curtains, so I don't know if I would use this much because this isn't hugely up my style alley, but I think this is cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I would definitely use it for like a canopy bed
Mhm.
or
Oh
the
yeah,
back of like a bed just for like
yeah.
drapes.
It's
Mhm.
pretty.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they Square Enix is never gonna make those transparent like in the image. Because in the image you can see
Oh
the wooden
yeah.
frame of the window.
Maybe.
So
You know, they've started to make the transparent capes on the armor and stuff in some of the alliance raids.
I'm gonna dare you to overlap a few of them and not expect your game to either lag or Square Enix issuing a notification, hey guys, don't overlap those things, by the way. Because, well,
Yeah.
we've seen what happened with transparencies in the past, so we'll see what
I'm
happens
trying
with
to
this
be
one.
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm not. Dude, the fucking stonework hearth, though. Amazing. Fucking, who's, sorry, what's the name of the person again who made this?
Lazier?
Lace Lazier.
Mhm.
Alright, anyways. They are in the HGXIV Discord, and they posted it in the channel for the entries.
Mhm.
Holy fuck, I lost it. I was so happy because like this is
Specifically
gonna be
indoor
amazing.
too.
Yeah, specifically indoor, and like imagine the ceilings. The fucking ceilings are
Oh,
all like the
yeah.
round shape. If the floating height is gonna like, you know, be merciful in us, floating it through the floor and just have like the round circular shape on the floor. This will be fucking amazing, honestly. Can you sit on it?
I wonder.
I don't believe so. It looks like you could because it's circular,
Yeah.
but I don't believe so. It's not like I think you're thinking that stone hearth thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, maybe you can sit down and like warm up. Like, but this is gonna be good in like imagine like a big medieval tavern and this in the center. I like the idea of it. Very, very Viking-y.
I like that they thought about the existing textures in game too, and that it would work with
Mhm.
both of them.
So it's not gonna clash. Basically, they take two existing textures and they'll be like, you don't have to come up with anything new. You already have the
Yeah.
stuff. Just combine it.
Yeah,
like it a lot too.
this contest in particular, so many of the designers and people who submitted are just like, they know what everybody wants. And so they
Yeah.
they add it to existing things. Like even that log partition door, like we have a log partition. Why don't we have a door? And then look, and they submitted it. I really love how dialed in everyone is.
Pool table?
Yeah, the pool table's really cute.
Oh god, it's character. I didn't even see. Never mind. I changed my mind.
Yeah,
Well,
but no, look.
yeah,
you
but
can
you
dye
can dye it.
Yeah, the brown version of it looks very
Oh, the brown
wood-like.
one. I'm gonna dye it black because
Oh,
like
even
it
yeah,
has like
yeah,
the black corners, and so you're not gonna see your face.
Mhm.
Okay, problem solved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very cute.
Oh, they have your Zeon numbers on the.
I
More
like
reason to learn
that.
your Zeon numbers.
I mean, how many variations of pool tables have we seen over the years? Like so many. This
Half
is
of them is Ashen's.
yeah, right. Yeah, not wrong. I just think this is another great slot saver for people. They can be particularly hard to pull off in basements and whatnot because of obviously floating restrictions.
Yeah.
So this is really cool.
I like this crystal lighting because it's like our spotlight, but obviously with colors.
I'm glad that they specified that it's supposed to cast shadows as well.
Yeah,
I like how tiny it is, honestly.
me too. The other one's kind of
like-
bulky.
Yeah.
I'd like to have them add the a wall-mounted version of it as well, same way as they did for the normal spotlights. It's just not just from the ground up, but like also from a wall pointing downwards. If I see that correctly, they specify that like they want the rays of it like coming from it to be visible and not just, you know, like an actual cone, light cone.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see. I was thinking
Mhm.
a lot of people would probably want to use this on like a wall and then make like a dynamic lighting for a sky. That'd be
That'd be
so
cool.
pretty.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You can just change, you can make a different color, you know?
Oh my goodness, you
Mhm.
could almost make night rays with the dark blue, purpley looking one.
That was exactly what I
yeah.
was thinking about, actually. Yeah, like, that was
Yeah,
exactly
you just
what I
said
was
that when
thinking
you
about.
said sky, that made me think of the night beams that we've been wanting for so long.
Yeah, instead of them actually adding it, someone else has to do it again.
Stop.
We'll just do it manually instead of adding it to the windows for some reason. They did it once with a stained glass. Why aren't they just doing it for windows in general? I'm so upset still about it.
I
But yeah,
so this
I don't
item, I don't know if it's
I don't-
indoor or outdoor, but it's so cute.
Where's the symbol? The little man
Oh
with his
yeah,
arms.
is that what this is? Is this a little man? Is it just
Yeah, it's
stylized
outdoor.
font?
Yeah, no, that's outdoor. It means outdoor.
Oh,
Nice.
it's
That's not
so
fun.
cute though.
I do not know how to feel about this.
I love it.
Just put it on your island.
Yeah, I know the island part, but you know my issue with stuff looking too modern, and this looks like an Animal Crossing looking ass version.
Yeah.
I
like,
love
but-
that.
I feel like this, like the what do you call that actually?
A
Well, what's
Vespa, a moped.
Vespa.
Mhm.
A moped. Yeah, I was about to say moped as well, but I wasn't sure if that's what you call that. So I was like, I think that's a bit too modern for Final Fantasy. But then again, we got the fucking cloud bike. Who cares?
We
Moving
have
on.
the car, the black car that like zooms
I-
the convertible.
But that's a crossover that like I do not look at it like it does not exist in my adventure. It doesn't exist.
Fair enough.
It's like I always considered the other crossovers to not be canon, kind of.
Sure. Like I'm imagining the trader walls with
Mhm.
like, you know how they have like the little bakery stand or the lemonade
Yeah, that's true.
stand and this pulled up next to it.
Oh,
Okay.
like an Uber Eats.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so cute.
I had like a specific image in my head of like someone going through like the mist and someone like he's like and like he's driving through the neighborhood like giving people the latest produce of their bakery and stuff like that.
If we get it, this is going in my garden.
I think this is going in almost everyone's garden.
probably.
who's-
yeah.
I love it.
The door.
Yeah, I really like this closet door.
It's just a closet door. There's no strings attached. Simple, just well mounted, just a fucking
So
door.
good though.
This is amazing. You can do so much with it. I can just use the handle. I
Did
can
you
use
say
the
it's
side
wall
of it.
mounted?
Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
I
don't
imagine it's
know.
wall mounted.
I
Like the
mean-
window, probably.
Yeah, it just looks like it's just mounted to the wall. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
You can just add like a very detailed door without doing anything. Like this is as simple as it gets. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I was just thinking like I could use this for like bottom cupboards.
Cupboards. I know that's what I was looking at. Or even like you could do the louvered part for the bottom and then do the top part for uppers, and it could
Oh my god.
it would die the same way.
Yeah, and it has hinges. Ah, perfect item.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay,
so
let-
good.
Listen to this. Yeah, we got the water buckets thingy, the cleaning bucket, with the like little dodo rubber duck thing.
Oh yeah.
If I float this into a floor, and then put it into a corner, and I cut it through the middle, right? Do you think it could go as like a washboard,
Oh,
Yeah, actually.
like leaning against it, like against the bucket, and maybe it's.
mhm.
I think in context it could make more sense when we see it in game, but like that's the first thing I think of. Because I think we need a washboard like as a bucket, a washboard kind of outside furniture. I think that would be very cute as well.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
How about that window though with the
I like the
pictures?
window picture. That is such a cool idea. So the housing community has been using this for years. This is like a thing that has been around before I was playing this game.
Mhm.
Using the manor cupboard, I think it was, and putting
Yes.
a window in there, a painting in there, with a grade 1 or 2 frame. This is like an old school trick, but they actually put it into an actual realistic use where they have the frame of an actual window. So it's a fake window. That's like as simple as it gets. It's like a
Yeah.
fake window with painting in it. This is like like you don't have to glitch anything anymore. Basically,
Mhm.
if you want to live, you know, in a small wooden hut at the edge of a universe because you use a painting from it, from Ultima Fool, you can do that in theory.
Yeah, I
I'd
love
like to
that.
see some like light rays come through.
I mean,
Ooh,
it,
yeah.
it might, since if it follows window rules, you know, quote unquote.
But actually, I think it's just like the way they suggest it. It's just a
A
picture frame. Yeah,
I like the back as it is. I can see myself using the back a lot.
yeah, true. In some way, I can totally see that. Yeah. But yeah, this is just a picture frame which looks like a window. There's the biggest brain move, honestly. The notebook. Is that a fat cat? Holy fuck.
Closes when interacted with. Oh.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh my god, I'm not a huge fan of the oh, it's the Diable Cup. Never mind. I'm a huge fan actually. I love notebooks and like stuff like that lying around because you can do so much with it. And this is just like a pencil and the little. Holy shit! What is it called? A putty eraser?
Putty eraser, yeah.
Ah, that is so cool. And I like that it's like yellowish texture as well, so it doesn't look too modern, but also not too old school.
Yeah, you could do it both ways.
Ah, sketchbook in yours, yeah. I like the fat cat.
It's very cute.
How about that net though?
Speaking of monkey bars, dude, for a ship, for a ship or something, like we need rope in this game.
Yes.
I can see like myself using the bottom part of it, and like in the ceiling somewhere where I want to have something hanging from the ceiling or a wall. I can totally use those ropes for something. Don't know what yet, but
Something.
I'll already know.
I
I like the
think
size of it.
I think it'd be cute for like a boho like chic if you could dye it white, and then you can have like the
Ah.
rope kind of hanging because that's like very popular
That's
that
my
texture.
vibe.
Oh my god, why did I not think of it? Just the side of it. It's just a single rope hanging
Yeah.
down. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is something I needed for years then. Never mind. This is amazing. I can see you can use it as a divider as well for in some way.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's not too bad.
Imagine having this, two of them, slightly apart, and in between you put like shelves. So it's like a hanging shelf kind of, but like the since it's just a very straight rope, you could
Oh,
say it's just like
yeah, I see
like
what
it
you're
has tension in it. So and you put multiple levels of shelving in
Yeah.
there.
I like that idea.
Staircase with staircase with railings.
Do not scroll to.
All right, staircase with railings. Holy shit!
I'm
Finally.
so excited for this. This is a dream come true.
I'm glad that they also decided to go for the Oasis partition thingy, because like at first I was scared. I was like, oh no, this is only gonna work for a specific style. But then again, it's dyeable,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what's supposed. Wait, never mind. Wait.
The railings are dyeable.
The treads. Yeah,
Okay,
the treads.
it's okay. It's okay. It's like white stone.
You
Okay,
better-
go. Okay.
Please,
Don't
don't panic.
Okay, we good. Panic averted because white stone works in a lot of styles. So this is not a big issue at all. Whew, okay, I was scared first. Okay, anyways, I'm glad that they used the they just looked at the wooden railings and they used that style. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of them.
But it works because
in
you
the
need it to
railing,
be
it looks good.
cohesive.
Yeah, like I wanted so I wanted to recreate the oh god, what is it called in WoW? The in everyone fucks in. What's it called
Goldshire?
again? Yeah, Goldshire. Yeah, exactly. So
I wish that I didn't know the answer to that.
Yeah, here comes Ellie swooping in.
I was like, I wanted to create that, but I was like, damn, I can't create railings like that because they have like the little hearth in the center and then goes up on the sides. And I wanted to find something like that, and we just don't have anything similar, so this is gonna be great. I'm gonna create the Moonshire and Goldshire, and sorry, that's the name.
Call it Moonshire. It's probably safer, honestly.
Sorry, I do not I do not play those kind of games because I'm a normal person.
I also do not play those kinds of games.
The fact that you knew already tells me a lot about you, so.
Now, I'll say, I often like to make, I guess normal houses. And one of the things I love is that this staircase is solid at the bottom there.
Yes.
So you don't have to add any extra. You know, a lot of people do that. They layer extra step. And also, you could make a nice little slanted part, like hiding that, like a smaller kind of version of a slanted skylight.
Yeah, I really
that
like
idea.
I really like the concept of a wooden skylight, but the issue is that the light is gonna shine through if you don't want to use those windows.
And
I just
also, it's so big.
It's
Yeah,
bulky,
so
yeah.
But using it this way is just like if you just want a slight slant in your ceiling, or just connect the wall to the ceiling like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, perfect for that as well. I'm very excited to see how they will implement that. Cacti, cacti, cacti. Fucking finally. Holy shit. Okay, so we didn't have any sand stuff for
No.
Goblet for fucking years. We didn't have I don't know how we don't have any cacti. How is this actually possible that we didn't have any cacti so far? We talked about this in the other furniture piece where we debated whether or not it's interior or exterior.
Well, actually, the flame cot has a single cactus.
I mean, like,
I can't believe you just said that.
okay, sorry, for both exterior and interiors, I guess, but just the fact that we get sand as well.
The
This is, like,
sand
a
is
huge thing.
exciting.
Yeah, I think for like goblet houses specifically, this is gonna be great. Or maybe one day, well, we are not gonna get Garabanian housing, so or Alamegan in this case, and they are not deserty anyways. They're more like mesa with like redstone.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have liked a dyeable sand plot like that, like in here maybe. That would be cool.
Can you dye it, or is it just as is?
No, that's just me.
Probably
That
as-is.
was just me hoping.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
But yeah, just in general, big cacti, amazing for goblet houses. Very excited. LED, maybe?
Yeah, the lights.
Okay. Massive opportunity for this community in every sense. If it's dyeable and not just if it just doesn't comes in like 4 colors, but instead it's dyeable.
Oh,
Huge
dyeable would be
opportunity.
amazing.
We have like lots of blue lights, lots of yellow lights. I think some of the like different light colors like green and like as we see there purple and pink, I think that'll be a huge improvement. So I'm very excited to see where this is gonna go, especially for like sunset builds. If I can dye it orange and red, huge. I can make a red glowing button on my little board and stuff. If you use it just on the side, this is
you can see the little dot. That's cool.
I like that idea about putting it into like a skyline, because that saves so many slots of having candles. You can just like slap that on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 20 of them to create a fake sky ceiling in blue. Let's see.
Yeah, it depends how big it is. Yeah.
It's not very wide. It's very, very thin.
Yeah.
It's probably good though. Ultimately.
Yeah.
Right, because it has to fit. Yeah, like an LED strip.
And it might have a fair amount of spread, like with the actual glow itself. Let's look at this porthole.
Yeah, that is sick. I'm a huge fan of this. Like, the fact that they also thought about how this is gonna, be shaped in the back and how it's gonna extend. Just an amazing idea in general, like having like a little submarine maybe kind of built with this. I can totally see that coming. Again, as we said before, lots of aquarium themed stuff. Huge fan of that kind of style.
I would just use it as a mirror.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. If you just cover the
frame.
Well, it depends on what like if it's really bubbly, then no, I can't use it as a mirror. But if it's just like a blue, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
washing
you can
machines and dryers.
Exactly.
Oh my god, actually, yeah, you're right. This is gonna be a great washing machine. Fits in entire level.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellie and I were just talking about the brick.
We were while you were talking about this, and I was just saying it's going to be so useful for things we haven't been able to do before, especially framing and things like around windows instead of having to patch items together. It's going to be huge.
This is probably biggest potential here. I hope and I pray that it's dyeable.
Yeah, me too. That'd be nice.
I can make a nice chimney out of. Oh, you can do so much with this, honestly. I as I said before, I love colonial styles. And having these bricks is just a godsend for it. Honestly, I'm very excited to put them to good use. And like, I always immediately think about Ashen and her industrial builds. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo it. But yeah, very excited. So many uses, like you said, like a fireplace, stove, frames around windows. There's just so much you can do with this.
Yeah, I think this is the piece I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I think it also definitely goes into my top 10 from this contest.
Cool.
Snow. It's a snowball war. Like, this is like a war thing, right? This is supposed to...
Oh
or
yeah,
is
like
this,
hide behind the walls in snowball fights.
Yeah, more snow, more Imperium stuff. Love it. Amazing. We'll see one in a sec as well, where it's like a little pond with snow on it. Yeah,
This
there
one?
it is. Yeah, look at how cool that is!
Yeah, this one is so cute.
I just we need more winter seasons winter themed stuff.
Because even like I like to redo my yards and stuff for some of the seasons. So even
Yeah, I
at
know, right?
Christmas time and stuff, this would be fun outside of Imperium as well to have that sort of feel.
I can see this as an event item, like an event rewards, honestly.
Yeah.
The stone thingy, the cooking yeah,
Which
yeah.
one? Which one?
This one. Yeah, look
This
how cool
one
that
is
looks!
so nice.
But I don't know what to be more excited for. The bottom parts, the top parts. Okay, so I'm looking at the stone part specifically, right? But everything else that comes with it, there's so much clutter. The pans, the teapot there, the little bucket there, probably filled with water. The pincers. Oh, this is so cool. This reminds me of the thing, House Moving Castle,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
with the Oh, well, I actually watched it in German, so I have no idea what the little fire guy is called in English.
Calcifer.
Castifer, yeah, now I remember. Thank you.
When I made the Ishgard build for my friend, this is the sort of thing I actually wanted in the house. I had a bunch of reference pictures that looked like this, but I just couldn't get my brain to figure out how to come up with something like this in-game with what we have.
Yeah, I wanted to create something like this for a while. I just really wanted the exterior, like, cooking pot thing we had
Yeah.
there. I really wanted that endorsed in that moment to create something similar to this. There's even firewood to the sides and stuff. This is so cool.
I love it.
Yeah. What? Oh, if you died, it's the soup that dies, I guess.
It kind of looks like it, yeah.
That's funny.
I guess that's cool because then you could do it for like an medieval
witch.
style or witchy. Yeah. You could go with
Yeah,
both
that would be.
themes.
You could dye this green and like add green lights and stuff, so it looks very
Oh
poisonous.
yeah, glowy. Yeah, I like that.
This is where the venomous mass is coming from. Actual pool though. this time for real, for real.
Yeah, Ash and I were
So-
just talking about this because I don't like. Is this indoor or outdoor? The surround looks like it might be outdoor, but surely there's no way they could sink it into a yard.
has-
They'd have to build it up like an above ground pool.
Oh, it has the little dude. I see him.
It has to do it, yeah. It is an outdoor item, but this
Oh.
needs to be elevated because the technology isn't there to like
Yeah.
move the floor. So no idea how they like it's gotta be elevated, I guess.
If
But
they elevate it and add stairs or a ladder, though, I think that'd still be really popular.
yeah, then like if you can frame it with the you remember how they added in this contest? They also showed the boulder thing you can go up with the chairs and stuff. So imagine framing it with those, so you have an elevated space, and this will actually be in the floor.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what people can come up with.
Last item.
This is the last one after 153 Contra
Is that how many
entries.
there are?
Yeah, imagine you being the creator and scrolling all the way down to see that you won, and you're like, this is not like ranked by like first place or something,
No.
but still, just the tension of you like, oh, I'm not there, oh, I'm not there, oh fuck, I'm there.
Finally.
I
This
think.
one is so pretty.
Quick question: did someone in HGXIV create this?
I think so. They linked it.
They
I think I
did
remember
it-
seeing.
I think
Yeah.
someone said it was their friend, and then I think the creator may have joined later. But I think they
Ah.
also submitted multiple designs, and this was the one of theirs that got chosen.
I think at the moment, often when I see like an open build and people not covering a ceiling, they'll use that verdant, I guess, light that we have. It's like it's like a recent one. It has like the black metal and it has like the green.
Yeah, I know.
and,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is a really nice alternative for those indoor outdoor builds to add to the ceiling, because soon we're going to be getting the those lofts with the verdants.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it, and I like the detail they included this time with the pedals may fall from time to time.
Yeah.
I think we need more animated stuff for interiors, honestly. We need more stuff where you walk through the place and you just, see a little thing that makes it look a bit more lively. I just like details like that. I love animated stuff, so I'm very excited to see if this is a trend going forward, actually.
So cute.
And with that, we are done checking out the winners of the 2022 furniture contest. This time around, we had 3 times as many winners, and now that we went over our favorites and furniture we are looking forward to, I can't wait until they are introduced into the game in like about 10 years when the servers shut down. So, no, but for real, the Houses community has been growing so much in the past few years, and everything and every entry is insanely creative and impressive. So, going over each and every winner wasn't an option for this video, sadly. So please check all of it out yourself on the Loadstone page. We'll just link it in the description below so you can look at it in your own time. And let us know what your favorite was of the winners in the comments below. Or if you want to show us your entry, whether it was a winner or not, you can just visit our Discord under discord.gg/HGXIV. We have a special channel for the contest and show us what you came up with, yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think of this new video format as well, and we appreciate you and your feedback. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Bye.